1. Warriors Jonathan Kuminga decision, the future of Golden State NBA analysis. 2. Why Jonathan Kuminga's future with the Warriors is uncertain. 3. Phoenix Suns eye Jonathan Kuminga in sign-and-trade deal with Golden State Warriors. 1. Warriors Jonathan Kuminga decision, the future of Golden State NBA analysis. The Golden State Warriors dynasty is on life support, and its entire future may rest on the shoulders of one polarizing young player. The era of champagne celebrations and championship parades feels like a distant memory. For years, the Warriors masterfully attempted to walk a tightrope, balancing a win-now mentality with their aging superstars while simultaneously grooming a new generation for a post-Stephen Curry world. This was the famous two timelines plan. But according to ESPN's Zach Lowe, that grand experiment has reached a sobering conclusion. The other depressing thought about the Warriors as currently constructed, Lowe remarked, framing the harsh array. 2. Why Jonathan Kuminga's future with the Warriors is uncertain. The Golden State Warriors forward, Jonathan Kuminga, is finding himself in a peculiar position as a restricted free agent, with a market that seems almost as bleak as a desert in midsummer. Despite his potential, the interest from other teams is lukewarm at best, and the reasons behind it are both intriguing and a bit frustrating. According to a recent report by Jake Fisher of the Stein Line, the Phoenix Suns have shown some interest in exploring a sign-and-trade scenario for Kuminga. However, this interest comes with a significant catch. The Suns, to be clear, do not appear to possess the sort of draft capital or players that Golden State is believed to be seeking in exchange for Kuminga, Fisher wrote. This means that even if the Suns are interested, they may not have what it takes to make a deal happen. This situation is emblematic of the broader struggle Kuminga faces in the free agency market. No team has shown a willingness to simply send him an offer sheet and hope the Warriors don't match it, which is how restricted free agency typically works. Instead, teams are looking for ways to acquire him through trades, allowing them to maneuver within their tight salary caps. The only other team that has been linked to Kuminga is the Sacramento Kings, but even they have had their offer reportedly rejected by the Warriors. One of the primary reasons for this lack of interest is the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, which has significantly altered the landscape of free agency. The penalties for entering the luxury tax apron are now more severe, making players like Kuminga, who might not be top-tier stars, less attractive to teams looking to stay under the cap. While Kuminga showed promise early in his career and had some standout moments, including a strong performance against the Timberwolves in the playoffs, these factors alone haven't been enough to generate robust interest. Even the Warriors themselves are facing a dilemma. They are hesitant to offer Kuminga a contract in the range he desires, around $25 million annually, because doing so would push them close to the first luxury tax apron. With only 9 contracts signed, they are already $25 million away from that threshold. Crossing it would severely limit their ability to sign other valuable players, such as Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton, who have been linked to the team throughout the summer. But here's where it gets controversial: prioritizing a 39-year-old big man and a guard recovering from an ACL injury over a young, dynamic wing like Kuminga might seem counterintuitive. However, the Warriors are in a tough spot, and they need to balance their immediate needs with long-term sustainability. So, what's the solution? The Warriors need to find a deal that Kuminga and his representatives can agree to. This would not only jumpstart their free agency efforts but also delay trade rumors until December, when they might have more leverage to secure a better deal for the 22-year-old. However, despite predictions that something will eventually happen, the waiting game continues. And this is the part most people miss: the Warriors are walking a tightrope, trying to keep their options open while also addressing their current roster needs. It's a delicate balancing act that could have far-reaching implications for the team's future. What do you think? Should the Warriors prioritize Kuminga, or are they right to focus on other players? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 3. Phoenix Suns eye Jonathan Kuminga in sign-and-trade deal with Golden State Warriors. In a surprising turn of events, the Phoenix Suns, fresh from agreeing to a buyout with Bradley Beal and his subsequent signing with the Los Angeles Clippers, have set their sights on a new target. According to the Steinline's Jake Fisher, the Suns have expressed interest in a sign-and-trade deal with the Golden State Warriors for restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga has been vocal about his desire for a bigger role and more money, something the Warriors seem reluctant to offer. While a new contract agreement is still possible, it's looking increasingly likely that Kuminga could end up elsewhere next season. However, finding a team with the necessary cap space to meet Kuminga's reported $25 million per year demand is proving to be a challenge. The Chicago Bulls were once considered a potential suitor, but their focus seems to be on their own restricted free agent, Josh Giddey. The Sacramento Kings were also in the running, but nothing has materialized so far. The Suns present an intriguing option, but there are significant hurdles to overcome. The Warriors are seeking first-round draft capital in return for Kuminga, something the Suns are currently lacking. Despite trading Kevin Durant to the Houston Rockets, the Suns only received one first-round pick, which they used to select Duke big man Common Maluak. Beyond that, the Suns don't control any of their own first-round picks until 2032, which they can't trade due to their 2031 pick being owed to the Utah Jazz. So, if the Suns are serious about acquiring Kuminga, it would likely require a third team to facilitate a deal that meets the Warriors' asset demands. But here's where it gets controversial. Should the Suns go all in for Kuminga, potentially sacrificing future draft picks, or should they focus on developing their current roster? And this is the part most people miss: the impact of such a move on team chemistry and long-term strategy. What do you think? Let's discuss in the comments.